Tanjung Karang is a BN stronghold seat with incumbent MP Tan Sri Noh Omar serving the constituency for 6 terms. With the internal rift in UMNO, what do the prospects look like for another to take over the seat? Let's bring in political analyst from USM, Professor Dr Sivamurugan Pandian. Thanks for joining us, Prof.
Thank you.
UMNO has decided to drop the Tanjung Karang incumbent Tan Sri Noh Omar, replacing him with the local division UMNO Women's Chief Habibah Muhammad Yusof for GE15. How will this affect the chances for BN to retain the seat, Prof?
Yeah, Tanjung Karang became the focus because the current MP dropped, even though he is still the Selangor State UMNO chairman. He went to the extent to say that his seat was stolen from himself. So I think in the first week, we saw there was internal fighting, who couldn't accept Habibah as their candidate. But then eventually, I think the party have solved the internal problem, and the BN is still most likely to win the seat because most of the voters in this area, which I see as a rural area, are affiliated with the symbol of the party that represent the UMNO and Barisan Nasional rather than looking at the personality itself.
Right, Prof. Now still on the topic of the UMNO rift, we understand that former UMNO Division Committee Muhammad Rosni Mastul is also contesting as independent to protest against the removal of Noh Omar. What are your thoughts on this, Prof?
Well, he may gain some votes out of it, but I don't think he'll be able to outcome Habibah's loyalies and also looking at the symbol that been used. And also, we must understand that Habibah is the woman wing chief of Tanjung Karang division. And I think that would allow her to play a vital role and also pertinent to look at the symbol that been carried in the ballot paper rather than the presence of an independent candidate who may split some vote. In fact, he may lose his deposit at this area, I think.
Right, Prof. Based on the past results, Tanjung Karang voters are heavily in favor of BN. But can the same be said among the younger voters? What are the chances for Pakatan Harapan Muda candidate Siti Rahayu Baharin in Tanjung Karang?
Yeah, Muda candidate, who's fondly known as Cikgu Rahayu Baharin, definitely will be relying on the Pakatan Harapan machinery. The issue here is she's not a local, but she's an outsider. And she's also facing another contestant who has contested here earlier under Pakatan Harapan Bersatu banner, Zulfikri, and also although he lost, he's recontesting again in this constituency. It is worth to watch to what extent Cikgu Rahayu would be able to get some votes from the split that happened in UMNO, and at the same time, those who are frustrated with the departure or decision to leave Pakatan Harapan by Bersatu to form Perikatan Nasional.
Right, I understand that with what you said, perhaps BN may still have a chance to retain the seat in Tanjung Karang. Now, moving away from Tanjung Karang and focus on the latest news of the death of Padang Serai Pakatan Harapan candidate M. Karupaya earlier today. How does this affect PH's campaign there, Prof?
Yeah, the election regulation 1981 clearly states that EC will call for an by-election in the event when a nominated candidate dies. And definitely the by-election will be held in a separate date. I don't think the campaign will affect Pakatan Harapan nationally, and they will be given another chance to participate in the election on another date. And I think the other contestant, other candidates would be able to still continue with their campaign. And the new candidate from Pakatan Harapan will also be able to be given ample time to campaign when the EC decides for a new date on the 18th November 2022.